All right, Zach.
Sir.
2026 Manvel High wide receiver Zach Natividad. Did I pronounce that correct?
Yes. Yes. You actually did. Yes.
Natividad.
Yeah.
Perfect. 2026. Usually we don't talk to or really cover recruits, players that are
Yeah.
this young, Zach's age.
Yeah.
A few classes removed from the current class 2024. But in special cases, we have to make exceptions. And for this young man, LSU super fan, rising wide receiver, we're gonna have him come in here and discuss all. Zach, how's it going? Introduce yourself to everybody. Tell everybody what you're about.
Yes, sir. My name is Zachary Natividad. I go to Manvel High School. I really just have a big family. I'm the oldest of four boys. I love God. I let my faith guide me. I'm ready to just focus on my sports and my grades.
And what's your favorite like subject that you've been going through with school? Is what the one that you always ace that you have no problem with that you actually enjoy?
Probably social studies. I'm really good with that. Just all around good with that.
Absolutely. And Zach, how is life in the Natividad home?
Ooh, very busy with school and sports. Since I also have three younger brothers that also play sports, so it's very busy in this house.
So everybody's playing just footballs, or is it just
My
basketball?
brothers play basketball and football.
So it's just that combination of basketball and
Yeah,
football with everybody.
yes, sir.
How many brothers do you have?
Oh, I have three younger brothers. They're both 8, and one of them is 3.
Are they all going to follow in your footsteps? You think, wanting to play football, receiver, tight end, maybe running back, some type of.
I hope so. But whatever they like to do, I'll like whatever they like to do or enjoy. I like to see them.
Zach, LSU fans are starting to really catch fire and really kind of get magnetized to your talent, magnetized to your images because you've been posting a lot of footage of yourself with these 7-on-7 camps. I think for Mamba 7-on-7 team, right?
Yes, sir.
And just doing really well in these 7-on-7 tournaments. Always, wearing the LSU stuff. How is the 7-on-7 game kind of helping to elevate your personal game?
It just really helped me just like read defenses, like my route running, my speed, breaking off releases, like man to man coverage, zone, and all that. It really just helps me like into translate into like a real life game. It really just helped me out already a lot.
And you're always rocking that LSU gear out there. I mean,
Yes,
what is
sir.
what has made you like LSU above other schools?
It's always since I was like a kid, I always like just followed like the different kind of coaches, the players. I just really love the campus and education. I just always just fell in love with it since I was a kid,
Are they your
especially
dream
my
school?
players.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
that's my dream. There you go. Yes, that's my dream school. But whatever like opportunity I get, I'm just hoping just to play a sport I love.
And so, what type of players were like the guys that made you love LSU? You think?
Like Odell Beckham Jr., Tyron Matthew, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, all those like big time players. Really, just I just really fell in love with LSU with those players.
Man, that 2011 era, the mid 2010s, kind of sad that era of just nonstop talent there at LSU didn't win a championship.
Yes, sir. Especially.
Got to one in 2011, then got whooped by Alabama, but then just I don't even think there was a BCS game throughout the rest of that time. I don't even think that. Yeah, I don't think there was a single BCS game throughout that time until we got into a New Year's Six bowl in 2018 with Burrow. But never mind about that. The LSU history. Let's get current with LSU because the current LSU head coach Brian Kelly
Yeah.
and the current quarterbacks coach Joe Sloan. You've met them, correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, I swear it was Joe Sloan, right? Am I?
I think it was Brian Kelly. I think yeah, it was Brian Kelly.
I know it was Brian Kelly in one of them, but I feel like it was also Joe Sloan too. But never mind. Either way.
No, sir.
Okay, my bad. But you did meet Brian Kelly. Tell everybody about how you met Brian Kelly.
It was just like a camp thing. I really just showed up. I did my thing, and after that, I just really just took a picture with him. Got to meet him, shake his hand. He really seemed like a cool dude when I met him.
Well, even though you're incredibly young and most programs don't contact or recruit kids so removed from the current class, have you had any recruiting contact or just meet with any coaches besides Brian Kelly, obviously?
Oh, yes, sir. I went to U of H. I got like about like U receiver, and they were just like my information on Twitter and stuff. And I also lately camp invites from all different colleges and stuff, and just my like Twitter recognition and stuff like that.
You cut out at the first of your answer, Zach. Can you repeat that really quick? You cut out really quick
Sir.
there.
Oh yes, sir. I've been recognized by the U of H receiver coach. He just like I did really good. He asked me like for my information, Twitter, and he just started following me back and stuff like that.
So that's Houston's receivers coach.
Yes, sir.
Let's see this.
Yes, sir.
Let me look this guy up. Let me look this dude up. I want to find Ben McDaniels. Wait, no, that's with the Houston Texans. Tyron Carrier.
His name's Shorts. Mikael Short. It's like his last name is Shorts.
Okay. He's probably an assistant guy then to Tyron Carrier. I'm not sure. Maybe this is old. Either way, Zach, what will you need, you think, in the next little while here in order to be successful, to really up your game?
Just to really keep working and just listen to my coaches provide me with all this information, just to just believe in God and let my faith guide me through all this.
And you've said you've spoken about your faith a few times now. What role does your faith play in your everyday life, your drive for success? It's something that very interests me.
Yes, because I wouldn't be here today without God. Like all the talent I have and all this, it wouldn't be without Him. Like, it can be taken away at any time, and it's really just like pray about it. Like all the stuff you've given me and allowed me to have, and it's really, I'm really thankful for that.
And how have your parents helped you on this journey so far?
They're a really big part of my success. Like all these camps, the driving, just time, everything, just like money, and that really just like it really impacts on my success and just like my talent. They're really a big part of how I'm doing right now in life. And I'm really grateful for that.
And you were just on the subject of like adults who actually are really people you can lean on and trust, people who've been support. Which coach or trainer is someone that you're like, that's the guy who's really helping me develop? That's the dude who I can lean on.
I had a lot of coaches and trainers, but they're specific ones that helped me become like the player I am today. Like Coach Williams, he really just like helped me with my game, just really elevated my player to be like the player I am today. And of course, my 7-on-7 coaches, Coach Reggie, and the rest of the Mama coaches, they really like care about the players. Like they gave us the best opportunities we had to be successful beyond football, just become a good man.
I've seen their accounts. Like Coach Reggie. I've seen his account. Tell me more about these guys from Mamba 7-on-7. That's who you're talking about, right? Of course. These are Mamba 7-on-7.
They're really just like, yes, they're really just like great coaches, like great, just like they really give out good information how to be successful, just like anything, any environment, just anything like, just anything you need. And they're good, like they're really good, just like with coaching. They didn't know everything about information, just like techniques, just how to like make your game better.
And have you just sensed an improvement in your game since you've been, playing under them?
Oh, way better, yes. Like Coach Torrey, he's one of the coaches that trains me. He really just helped me in my game. And he really translated that to like a real life game for me. Like big time.
When you're obviously too young to be playing in like high school varsity football and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But when that happens in the next year or two, correct? That's when that will begin to happen.
yeah.
Um, what do you think where do you think you'll be? What do you think you'll need to do in between from now till then to really excel at the high school level?
Just to keep working on my craft and just to like anything like my coaches need, like after school workouts, I just go to that and just show them what I can do. Just keep working.
And what are your next goals that you'd like to cross off the list? Like the next goals you have in mind?
Just to make it like on varsity and make my like high school career count. Just make the next 3 years be fun, be a fun high school career.
Zach, what do you think outside of football? Because football, there's a lot of things going on with the game, a lot of questions about the game.
Yeah.
Hits to the head, all sorts of stuff, and we see all sorts of different situations every single season that kind of raise certain alarm bells that make certain a lot of players say, hey, I kind of would like to have the security of a career, or at least an option outside of football. What do you think professionally that you would want to do outside of football, if you like weren't going to be gunning for football to be your number one?
I don't like. I just always like just like with sports. I like maybe like a reporter or just a scout. That's always like yes. I always like that.
Well, Zach, hopefully by that time we'll have something together where we can actually hire staff. We'll definitely bring you on staff. An LSU Tiger fan right here,
There.
former receiver who actually knows the game. Like that's the thing, man, is because there's a lot of people. I didn't play football at a high level or anything like that. I played football, into high school and done. It
Yeah.
was really much of I wasn't really a great talent or anything like that. Go 247 or have a profile
Yeah.
on me and all that stuff. No way, nothing like
Yeah.
that. But I had fun playing it. I played it for years. Played it with two older brothers, kicking my ass, taking my names. Just their older friends, just kind of baptizing me by fire. Stuff like that. Getting blown up and attacked and thrown around by older players kind of toughens you up. So, years down the road, you're actually it's easy to tackle guys your age. It's not even anything just to throw everybody around. It's nothing. But I was nothing on that type of level. But still, there's no reporters from what I've seen, except the bona fide like former athletes who are now starting to write
Yeah.
columns or go on talk shows or have their own talk shows. Those type of guys who obviously them. But in most situations, it's these guys who have no clue what they're talking about with the game.
Yeah.
No idea what they're talking about. And so it's very refreshing and would be really interesting, cool to see you go into a career with that.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sorry, that was a long-winded way of saying that, but seriously, it would be hilarious to see you end up as a reporter after like you play football, you go to the NFL for even 10 years or whatever, but
Right.
you have a good career. But then anyway, at the end of it, you're just like, yeah, I want to go be a reporter anyway. I've seen it happen. We see it all the time. Maybe it's not the traditional reporter. They're on these like First Take or whatever, but
So that's the
still,
goal. That's the plan. I hope.
what's the toughest situation? I just feel like you're someone who I see fight out there all the time against people who are like a lot bigger, who may be imposing, and you just completely wipe them away, no problem, catching the football, making runs after the catch. What's the toughest situation that you've ever gone through in your life this adversity that you've ever faced, that you've had to overcome?
Just feel like, but people calling me small, not really just like put feeling to me. That really just made me want to work harder, just want to grind. Like I really just ignore all that. Like I just take that aside and just use that like fuel into the game. Without people calling me small, I already just use that against people.
Absolutely. And that's what you got to do, man. That's the only way. I mean, there's two options. Either you give in and you let their talk get to your head or make you feel whatever they want you to feel, or you absolutely be like, no, 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 no. I'm not. I'm going to decide this. I'm taking this into my own hands. I'm in control here. and we're gonna win here, baby. And that's what I've seen you do every time with this footage. It's fantastic, Zach. Keep playing, keep going out, keep grinding, keep working. People are watching. People are always watching, and keep repping the Tigers, man, because
Yes, sir. Always.
you may have shaken Brian Kelly's hand once before, but I'm not so sure it's the last time you will be shaking his hand. You know, that's the thing. That work for those type of goals, work for those types of dreams, and you never know what might happen.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Zach, thank you so much for your time. Keep grinding, my man.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Anytime. We're not going to stop. We will continue to follow your every move as you continue to plug away.
Thank you.